What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, members? It's your boy Lisiba Mutupi here, and of course, we are back onto my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and getting to watch my videos. As you do know that I share a lot of valuable content, and of course, if you don't know me, then obviously you will just get to scroll through my YouTube videos without me having to speak a lot more about myself. You can just scroll through my YouTube videos and see how I run things and how I operate things. But yet, if you're still new on this YouTube channel, you can make sure to just hit that subscribe button, as I do get to share a lot of information that will let you see the market in a whole lot of like a different perspective, a much more 3D 4D perspective. Not only that, but guys, I'm also just by going through the comments, I was going through comments that are of the video that I actually posted yesterday, and I saw some people are able to literally even follow us on YouTube and still be able to scam us. Like, take a look at this. But before that, wait, before that, real quick, on today's video we are actually going to be speaking about can you trade with $100? So that's the question that I get a lot, even though I do get to speak more about it. But I get more of it still, so I understood that maybe people do still have not do still, but like a lot of people would prefer to start with a $100 account. So I'll speak a bit more about that, speak about my perspective, my views. Not only that, and then I'll give you maybe some sort of like tips on how you can grow rapidly using that same $100 account. So while I was talking about the same things that I was speaking about now, I just went through here on YouTube. I saw the comments of one guy, Ivan commented here, boss, please help me out of poverty and so on. So yeah, just by going through his comment box, I noticed that there's a person here claiming to be me. You can simply see that this person here, Lisiba Mutupi, and he's like, yeah, you can take this and you'll get me on WhatsApp. But take a look at this too. I just went to that person's channel. You can simply see it's not me, it's just a person that opened an account, had my image, and was like, he's Lisiba Mutupi. So obviously you're gonna be thinking that sorry about that, obviously you are gonna be thinking that it's the real Lisiba Mutupi, because you can see with the picture and so on. But it's hectic out here, guys, and these people that are scamming you it's tough to get somewhere if you're scamming people, because fast money doesn't take you too far. So you can simply see here too, today we actually did take trades. Yesterday wasn't a good day for me on Monday, but today we did take trades. One hit stops, which was Nasdaq. One we actually did break even, went on with like a very small percentage, and we also took profits on one trade, which was US30. We took profits on US30, shot a bit more to the upside, and then we locked in maximum profits. So we did take profits. You can simply see here how it was. We had already locked in profits here. I shared with the members in the 0 to 6 figure blueprint course, and you can see here we had already evolved more and more. This is how the trade was initially. Okay, I'm not too sure if you can see that super clear, but this is how the trade was initially, and then we eventually had to evolve our trend. But yeah, let's speak about today's topics. I'm sorry about the screen not being able to focus too well, but we're actually going to be speaking about, can you really trade with a $100 account? And yes, with my side, literally you guys do know that I started with a very less account. I started with actually $22. So of course you can trade with it, but there's specific methods that you need to take, the specific ways that you need to trade. So one thing that I'm going to do first is that I'm going to go out to my lady. She's not expecting me to ask her this question, so I'm going to ask her since she's a trader, and then we'll see what are her views, what she thinks about it. And there she is, our beautiful lady, chilling down here, and she's busy with the Bible, or she's going through the Bible. Can you please put on the light so I can see you properly and I can get to ask you this question? There we go. So, hi, how are you, baby girl?
Do I look okay?
Yeah, you look okay. You shouldn't be worried about how you look. So I'm here with my team, my members here. We are worried. We are curious on understanding, is it really possible that a person can start with a $100 account? Is that possible?
Okay. First of all,
please speak a bit more louder. Yeah.
I do care how I look, because when you had an ad, they called me hungry.
Oh yeah. One of the guys on an ad said that she's hungry on each other. That was a bit more harsh, but yeah. Yeah.
And secondly, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can. I think $100 is a safe start.
Okay.
If you're really broke, $50 at least, because
yeah.
It's much easier to blow an account when it's less than $100 than when it's like 100 and above. 100 is like a good start, because then you can use like 0.01 lot size. And if you lose, for example, with the strategy that we have, the 1:3 risk reward ratio. So if you're placing, for example, when I blew my first account, it was a $30 account,
somewhere around there, yeah.
And that's because we for that whole week we had, I think, 2 winning trades, and I think it was Nasdaq and another, I think, gold, because their what do you call it? Pip value was very high. But before I could even get into those trades and make actual money, I had lost I think about $17 because of the other trades that we placed, and because the pip value is much higher with Nasdaq and gold, I couldn't enter into the trade because I didn't have enough money. And those were the 2 trades that I remember made a lot of money for many of the members and you, and my heart broke. So I realized that the reason I kept on blowing my accounts, because I repeated the same mistake I think 3 times. So the reason I blew all my accounts was because I had like a very small capital. So instead of like maybe rushing into it, wait until you have $100, which is more than enough, honestly. Because if you have losing trades for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're using 0.01, you can lose around $17, and then the next trades for the rest of the week are gonna give you, I mean, just yesterday I placed a trade with 0.02 and got $40 from that.
$40, and what trade was it? It was gold.
It was gold.
Yeah.
So, and I entered it a few pips above you guys.
Above us, yeah. She caught it a bit later.
So $100 is definitely safe. It's gonna keep you afloat, but do not withdraw. Rather let your account grow. And I think maybe if
since you are taking too long, these are my audience, so they need to, I've got a special, message that I need to be sending out to them. But yeah, check this out. So just in quick, just a few line sentence or anything like that. What is or let's say if I do have $100 and I want to grow it the fastest way, not in a scammy way or in a get rich. I don't have that get rich mindset, but I just want to grow it and I want to make a living for me. What are 2 tips that I can take from you that I can implement so I can grow that account of mine? Because I know she started with she was trading just a few months ago, not even too long. She started trading not too long ago, but she was trading with $50. But now account is over a specific number. I don't want to be speaking of that number. It's over a specific number, which is a good amount. And now just as yesterday she closed over $50, which is like $47. Yeah, $47 on profits from gold. And she's still in school and she's still she's trying to she's hustling, she's doing all these things. But I want us to take from different types of people. What is those like that advice that you can give to someone that wants to grow their account?
Use the appropriate lot size. You can't trade 0.06 on $100 account. Stick to 0.01 if it's like a large pip value. But if you're trading like maybe GBP, JPY, I think you can, and depending also on the time frame that you're trading on, that also plays a very big role in the lot size that you use. But stick to 0.01 and 0.02 at a small time frame. The second tip is don't revenge trade.
Nice.
If you lose on a specific trade, and then if maybe you saw a buy and they actually hit your stop loss before going in the anticipated direction, don't impulsively get into the trade because you will lose, because obviously then your stop loss is bigger and all those things that get into play. So don't revenge trade and use the appropriate lot size.
Boom, I will see you. Let me take my team and we'll be in the office. So guys, that was my beautiful lady there. She did help us out with a few tips that we did get from her. But I want us to speak a bit more about this topic, because like I did get to sit, I did get to think about it, and while some of the members did ask me some questions on me covering how one can start with $100, one can grow that $100 to maybe massive numbers or big numbers or anything, depends on what your goals are, your financial goals. Obviously I came across it, I was like, yes, obviously you can start with $100. I started with $2. But what is the one thing that can help you grow? Because I remember, I think it was like yesterday or on the live session that I had with my premium members, I spoke about the 2 differences between a $100 account and a $200. Okay, I think the lighting is a bit better like this. A $100 account and a $200 account. With the $100 account, basically, like let's say it's to, let's say, when you are risking your whole account there. So for some people, they wouldn't mind funding $100 just so they can risk it all. At the end of the day, you are risking $100. So it could either be, let's say if you have $1,000 on you, it could be that you are funding 10% of what you got. So with a $100 account to hit, let's say $1,000, you need to make 10 times more than what you have made. But with a $200 account, you need to be making 5 times more than what you have. So those are two differences that you need to be looking at, these two things. Just like, from $100 to $200, but that one day you need to make 10 times more, that one day you just need to make 5 times more. So it also depends. Why am I saying this? It's me just allowing you to see that, the more money you do have in your account, the lesser you will have to look to target. The lesser your target gains should be, let's say your rewards should be, let's say instead of, let's say on a $200 account, obviously if you make 10 times that, which is 10 times the same thing on $100 account, but now this time you made $2,000, which is like what, times 2 on your $1,000. So it's some of the things that you need to be looking at. But the best way that you can grow a $100 account is by you obviously just staying true to your trading plan. Having a trading plan, you need to have one. Staying true to the trading plan, making sure that you don't risk more than $3 per trade. So each and every trade that you execute shouldn't be hitting you more than $3, on which that's a bigger amount because that's 30%, but I'm willing to go with that. Yes, when it gets to a specific point, you need to change that a bit, maybe risk 2%, 1%, but on a $100 account, make sure that you don't get to be stopped out with 3%. And one thing that I like is that just if you make 3 times what you are risking, then that's close to $10, which is like 10% of your account, on which just like a few trades going in the right direction, you can easily see your account growing. At the same time, when you continue to also make profit, make money on your side, you'd be able to fund more of your account and you'd be able to grow it massively. Like recently, what I done, or what I like to do, is that I like to start my accounts with very small amounts of money, and then I just like to risk it all. And let's say now what I'll do is that it will happen maybe twice in a month. I would fund $200. After I fund $200, my target is to make $1,000 with a single trade, meaning that I'm risking $200. My target is to make, I need a trade that will give me 1:5 risk reward ratio. So I know that even if it's 1:5 my risk reward ratio. So if I do risk 1, or if I do lose all the capital, that's the money that I had invested in. I wouldn't mind. It's money that I don't mind losing, but my target is actually 5, which means that now I'm looking to make at least how much you can think of it. I'm looking to make $1,000, and with that $1,000, obviously I will withdraw, and then I'll start the same process next week and so on. So it's things that you need to just play around with when you're sitting alone. You can't say I'm starting with $100 and I'm gonna build it to me having to live financially free and all these things. Yes, that can happen, but it will take too long because you need a lot of patience. You need a lot of patience in order to, let's say if you just made 30% in a month, 30% is a lot of returns. Now if you made that in a month, on $100, it's literally $30. You can't live with it. But when it gets to a point where it starts to compound, then you'll see the beautiful side of it. So yes, guys, you can trade with the $100. This is actually for the ones that kept on asking me, can I trade with the $100? Can I? Just because other brokers don't recommend you starting with less than let's say $200 or $100 doesn't mean that you can. There's brokers out there that do allow you to start with that capital, but yeah, I think for now that I can leave you with that, just so other members can be able to get this message. This is the question that I do get a lot. I'll leave you with this, and most importantly, you just focus on growing your account. Focus on what you can do on your side in order to see yourself grow. And here I am, it's your boy Liswa Mutupi. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you do make sure that you do hit the subscribe button. Not only that, guys, my 0 to 6 figure blueprint course still here, still running perfectly. Just make sure that you go down in the link below and you will see it. Obviously you'll get access to it, and I can't wait to see you and become a mentor of yours. So by this one, thank you so much for watching.